Hey y'all, it's Nim or Nimacree if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today is a very special video. This video is being made for World of Warcraft's 19th anniversary. So what we're going to do is we're going to look back at the anniversary events throughout the years and talk about them. We're going to do some select highlights and things because I don't want to go through all of the guides and all of the stuff to get the mounts. That's tedious. It's more about capturing the spirit. The thing that kept this game going for 19 years. The thing that, despite me taking breaks every now and again, keeps me coming back. It's not just the people I play with. It's not just the world. It's not just the cool mounts or the hard fights or the mechanics or the story. It's a mix of everything. And the anniversary events are what celebrate that. It's something for the community to be like, hey guys, we're kind of awesome sometimes. And here it is. So let's take a look at all that stuff. I hope you enjoy the video, and keep in mind this might be a long one, so feel free to grab snacks and things and pause throughout. Without further ado, let's get started. So it's no secret that the best place to start is at the beginning. World of Warcraft, as far as I remember, released in 2004. Now, I have an official timeline we can look up here in a bit, but for the first anniversary event, they didn't actually do anything super special from Blizzard's end. If we remember, back then, they were trying to buy new servers because this game was an absolute smash hit. So let's pull up that first anniversary event right now, which we can right here. All right, and if we go here, this is the community note. So World of Warcraft, our first anniversary. Now, I found this through the Internet Archive, the Wayback Machine, and I absolutely love it. Look at this old art. I remember signing up, seeing this stuff, like account management and realm status, and you know, you could get letters and scroll. That was great. I loved it. This was a nice little touch, and you know, it takes me back. It takes me back. So just a little brief synopsis here. 1 year ago today, World of Warcraft was released in North America, Australia, and New Zealand. The traditional thing to do for 1 year anniversary might be to take a look back at the content we've patched in the game over the past year. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you can click there. But the first anniversary, we instead like to focus on you, the main reason Azeroth is such a vibrant and exciting place to adventure. Now, I think that's the right attitude to have in a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Community, 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 community. You want, and I think with the War Within coming next year with World of Warcraft's 20th anniversary, they're leaning back into that by removing artificial barriers that prevent people from playing together. Now, that's nice. We're not going to read all that, but that was Shane Dabry, lead producer from World of Warcraft. So they are, and they mention here the World of Warcraft's Burning Crusade, the Gates of Ank'Rai, just a whole bunch of fun stuff. But let's take a look at the timeline. So here we have November 2004. World of Warcraft launches in North America, Australia, and New Zealand. December 2004. You know, we have Maraudon, the Feast of Wintervale, January, World of Warcraft launching in Europe in February, you know, public test realms, which have been just a wonderful source of speculation since March 2005, it seems. Leroy Jenkins was a staged video, but always fun, and that was in May 2005. And, oh, rip. Our Chinese friends no longer have access to World of Warcraft, as far as I'm aware, and that was from June 2005. For those curious, I graduated high school in 2005, so I'm not the youngest, but I'm not the oldest. And then, of course, August 2005 surpasses 1 million customers milestone in North America. Imagine that. Imagine surpassing 1 million. That was in August 2005. So yeah, again, this first anniversary was an amazing thing that focused on the community. And while I'm sure the population was growing and people were playing more, but it was fun. Looking back on this now, it's almost quaint because now there's an official event with a pet, with guides, with everything, and almost like a theme park. And this was like a pop-up flash mob as opposed to an organized theme park. Now, I'm going to say something here. I don't tell this story very often, but so that I'll mention this. So what actually got me into World of Warcraft? A lot of people know how I ended up playing World of Warcraft because I wanted to play it, and the events that led me into enlisting in the military, the Marines specifically. But how did I end up playing? Like, what made me want to play World of Warcraft? And I will tell you, we'll put this on screen right now. Holy shock and bubble, right? So I was in the library of the high school that I went to, and somebody was talking about World of Warcraft, and I had played a lot of Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons at the time, so I was familiar with paladins, at least in a passing sense, if not a bigger sense. And I remember this guy telling me, like, yeah, one of our best abilities, Holy Shock, you know, it can be used to damage or heal. And me being a Magic player at the time, thinking like, man, imagine one card that does really good damage, really good healing, and you can just use it however. That's awesome utility. I love that. Then it's like, oh yeah, then there's a fight where you can be immune, like you have an ability, you can be immune for 8 seconds. And I was like, 8 seconds? I mean, I was playing Anarchy Online at the time, and I understood that 8 seconds in a multiplayer fight, that's an eternity almost. So I ended up looking at this, and that was the exact moment I was like, oh, I can't wait to go try this. So fast forward, when I actually get World of Warcraft, I was like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so I ended up making a Paladin healer. And the rest is history. In fact, in honor of the video, I decided to wear this shirt specifically. This is the World of the Murloc universe, Orcs and Humans for Warcraft. So I really big fan of that there. But yeah, that was the first event, the first anniversary event, and honestly, I can't wait to go over more of them. All right, and we're back with the second anniversary. Thanks to the Wayback Machine, I was able to capture something from November 17th, 2006. Right? Now, there's not much because it just wasn't captured, or link rot, or it's gone, but here we have WoW's second anniversary sweepstakes. So for the second anniversary, they did a sweepstakes. Do you remember the first time you set foot in Orgrimmar and saw the fires burning in the parapets? What about the first time you saw the hot molten iron flowing beneath the catwalks of the city of Ironforge and gazed at the towering statues of the heroes of the Alliance in Stormwind? It's been 2 years since players first entered the world of Azeroth to forge such memories, and to celebrate the second anniversary of the launch of World of Warcraft, we will be awarding prizes to our loyal players over the next 5 weeks. Click here for more details. Now, I tried to click there. It gave me a dead page, like, hey, we don't have anything, so that's that. But we do have a little bit of information on last week's, the week before this is anniversary. So if we look here, is part of the 2-year anniversary sweepstakes, we've chosen 2 lucky winners per day of the past week to win a Razer Copperhead Precision Mouse, a Razer Mantis Control Mat, and a Barracuda HP1 headset. We'd like to congratulate the following 10 players. And they literally list the players. That is amazing. Look at this. This is real. Sophie of Asgalar, Xanar of Boulderfist, Volition of Deathwing, Strigmaga of Azrael Narub, Goodchild of Gilneas, Arpeggio of Greymane, Amantine of Rexar, Jangles of Firetree, Tanji of Dragonflight, and Mean Machine of Azrael Narub. So I just want to think about that. Literally, players by name announced from Blizzard. This is again, it feels quaint, but it's interesting to see that, hey, the first anniversary was a timeline, then they give something to the community, and then, of course, over the next 3 weeks, they'll have more opportunities. Now, obviously, this is well and truly over, but think about that. This was 2006. They're getting ready to, that was when Eye of the Storm came out. They're talking about, the Burning Crusades features page. Like, look what you guys have to look forward to in the Burning Crusade. Oh, it's fantastic. And that was what I could find on WoW's second anniversary. So let's move on to the third anniversary. For the third World of Warcraft anniversary event, they did a lottery and a sweepstakes. So it says here, World of Warcraft is celebrating the third anniversary of its North American launch, and to honor the occasion, Blizzard is holding a contest where players can win gift certificates, WoW action figures, or an iPod Touch. No, we're not gonna do that. Sorry, friend. So we look through here. Let's see. I'm not gonna read all of that, but I do want to say during the week of November 26th, we'll award 10 Jinx certificates valued at $100 each. Now, sadly, Jinx is gone. They no longer exist. I have a lot of their t-shirts from World of Warcraft, but they no longer exist. During the week of December 3rd, we'll give away 20 sets of 4 World of Warcraft action figures. All right. And during the week of December 10th, we'll provide 5 lucky players with an Apple iPod Touch and a 2-year World of Warcraft subscription. Now, listen, I'm not saying that this is not a great thing. It just doesn't seem as community-focused as the last time, right? Like, it just doesn't seem... Boy, those acid flip video playing there is distracting. It doesn't seem as personal, right? As personal and community-focused as the first two. You know, one was the spotlight on the community, and then one was like, hey, we named you guys, like, by name. You're on the website. that's really cool. And speaking of somebody who has been on the WoW website when they did one of their streamer promotions, that was really cool. That was really cool to actually have my name included as Mimicry. So I was like, this was great. So no, but again, you know, it's an anniversary event. They did something, and again, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's all downhill from here, but you know, they were in the middle of getting ready to build Wrath of the Lich King. They were busy. They were busy with creating, I don't know, what's objectively one of the best expansions to World of Warcraft that's ever existed. So, yeah, I'll cut you a break on, well, your anniversary event wasn't that good. It's like, you know, we got something else for you. Trust us. Trust us. And then, lo and behold, they did. So, with that, let's move on to the 4th anniversary event. With World of Warcraft's 4th anniversary, we enter the era of the modern anniversary event. It is officially recognized in-game with an achievement and assorted goodies. As we see here, there's an achievement, WoW's 4th anniversary, logged on during WoW's 4th anniversary. And then, of course, it was a feat of strength for being an account holder at midnight on the 23rd of November, 2008. After receiving this achievement, players receive a baby Blizzard Bear companion attached to the following letter. And then it says, hey, did you know that World of Warcraft is now 4 years old? We wanted to send you something to say thanks for sharing this game with us. Sure, 4th anniversary present is traditionally flowers, but in WoW, it's bear. With that said, please accept this furry little friend. Just remember to hold his fish by the tail, not the body. That mouth is bigger than it looks, the WoW dev team. So that was how they celebrated the 4th event, or the 4th anniversary event. They gave you what's now a very rare pet. Not many people have the baby Blizzard Bear that I'm aware of, unless it's tradable, but I don't really follow pets. My buddy Stricken does, but I don't really follow pets all that much. This was a cool idea, because now it's the devs being like, hey, I'm sending something out in-game directly, because before it was, oh, this is a community fan site. Okay, well, that's cool that we have little community things. Then it's, oh, well, you have to sign up and kind of be a super, super, super nerd, as opposed to a super, super nerd, and look at things outside the game. Now, in-game, I log in, boom, I have something from the devs. Hey, thanks for playing. And I think that's a good turn. But with that, let's move on to WoW's 5th anniversary. So we'll just click on that right there. And of course, here we have WoW's 5th anniversary. WoW's 5th anniversary is a feat of strength, of course, gained by logging into World of Warcraft between November 22nd and December 6th, 2009. Now, what you'll notice is there was a shift there. For the 4th anniversary, it was an account holder, meaning you had to have an account by then. Now it's a range of dates. Do I think that's better or worse? Well, that's a different story now, isn't it? But again, we have an achievement, we have official artwork. Like, look at that, 5 years. Yeah, that was great. We love it. We love seeing that. 5 years. And then, of course, after receiving it, players received an Onyxian whelpling attached to the following letter. Wow, another year has gone by for WoW. We wanted to thank you again for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us. In celebration of our 5th year online, we decided to bring back our first raid encounter, the Black Dragon Onyxia. To help remember this event, you are now the proud owner of your very own Onyxian whelpling. We suggest you bring the little guy out whenever you can and say, many whelps, handle it. Your friends won't mind. Honest. The WoW dev team. And again, that, for those who don't know, that's a reference to the Onyxia fight. The mini whelps, and then, of course, you know, more dots. She breeds more. All these things. The WoW dev team has always had this in-jokey attitude with the players, and when they lean into it, I think it's best. I like the fact that the world can be a little silly, or you can have little fourth wall breaking moments. Because at the end of the day, we're playing a game to have fun. I'm making a YouTube video. I hope it does well. I hope it, you know, ad revenues through the roof, whatever, fine. But at the end of the day, the reason why I like this game is because it's fun to play. Because I enjoy getting in there on my hunter or my paladin or my mage or my priest or whatever class I'm playing at the time. And fighting bosses, playing with friends, enjoying the story. That's why I like it. And these little in-jokes, I think, are a highlight of a dev team and a community operating in harmony. Now let's move on to WoW's 6th anniversary. So here we have WoW's 6th anniversary. Again, modern anniversary. We have that nice little achievement. This is a feat of strength. Get for logging on between November 30th and December 14th, which, perfect. So this year, we had a, it says, wow, another year's gone by for WoW. We wanted to thank you again for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us. With the return of a certain very large dragon, spoiler alert, this is going to be a rough year for the world of Azeroth. On the other hand, that means heroes are going to be needed more than ever. Get out there and defend the shattered world. This took place during Cataclysm. Of course, destroying things stood in the fire. And last night, I received the achievement, still stood in the fire. So we'll keep that there. We'll put both of those on screen, I think. Boop, boop. Now, notes, I do want to mention, unlike this previous anniversaries, which awarded companion pets, there was no reward for this feat of strength. Blizzard states it only plans to give out special rewards for significant milestones in the future following years. A temporary buff item will be sent, but no more permanent rewards until the 10th anniversary. Okay, so that was where you would get the extra experience and reputation gains, which is fine. And of course, the reward window was pushed a little further to line up with Cataclysm's release. Do I think it's a problem that they didn't give you a pet every year or a mount every... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's an event. It's an achievement. You know, ultimately it goes... Because here's the thing. How many of us have mounts and pets that we never use? I've got... I don't know. I don't even have that many mounts. I think I have like 300 or 400. And I'm willing to bet that I've not used 95% of them more than once. Just to see... oh, hey, I'm on the mount. Cool. All right, let's move on to the 7th anniversary in 2011. So here we have, again, WoW's 7th anniversary, right? Like, it's got the achievement. Here we have, it was between November 20th and December 3rd. Remeld a celebration package attached to the following letter. Wow, yet another year has gone by for WoW. Let's just close. I wish I could turn off these ads. But that's something there. I may have to subscribe or something, and I don't really want to subscribe to this. We wanted to thank you again for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us. With the return of a very certain large dragon, it's been another year for the world of Azeroth. On the other hand, means heroes like you are more used than ever. I feel like that's a typo. Maybe, but again, these people source things. You got the celebration package, which increases all reputation. Oh, okay, that's upgraded. It wasn't 19% back then, so that's linked there. Again, small anniversary, but ultimately, when you have a game, a live service game that's been going for 7 years, and still having decent population, I feel like you should celebrate that more, because now this is before the live service, graveyard, where people were like, oh, this was during, I still think, the heyday of MMOs, when people were trying to make one. Everyone was trying to make one, because this is 2011, so what, we had like Rift coming out later, and WildStar, and Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11 was already out. There were so many different MMOs, and those are just ones that I remember off the top of my head. There were so many ones that didn't succeed, that to have one that does succeed, you should, I think celebration is important. But again, this is what it is. We'll move on to the 8th achievement, or 8th anniversary now. So here we have the 8th one. As you can see, it's an achievement. Yet another. I'm not going to read that again. Due to a bug, the letter sent out for 8th anniversary was the same as the previous 2 years, even though Cataclysm was no longer the current expansion. The only change was the year in the subject line. So, okay, that right there, you see a little bit of things being starting to be phoned in. I'm going to call this a low point in the anniversary celebration. 8 years, right? If this was a child, by the time they're 8 years old, they're in like 2nd or 3rd grade. And while you get a celebration package, and that's nice, not having, not changing anything, not changing that letter, does seem to be a little, well, let's just stamp it and move on. And we'll call that a kind of a low point, I think. Now, that being said, I believe this took place during Mists of Pandaria, and Mists of Pandaria was an excellent expansion. So I will give them a pass here. But as you can see, compare the 8th to the 1st, the 2nd, or the even the 3rd or the 4th. It's kind of like, it's not really that good. It's not really that good compared to everything else. So yeah, the celebrations pack is nice. It's good for alts. It's good for rep grinding. It's you get a little fireworks. You get an achievement. Again, that's nice and everything, but it's not exciting. It doesn't be like, oh wow, I should log back in and yeah, I haven't played in a while, and that's the goal. So now we move on to the 9th anniversary. And here we have, yet another year has gone by for WoW. We want to thank you again for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us, so here's a celebration package. I mean, at least they fixed that. It's shorter and still the same thing, but they did say that there are going to be no significant events until the, 5 or 0 years, right? 5, 10, 15, 20. And I think that's fine, but it does leave things a little lackluster. Now, later anniversaries, I believe, remedied this by adding, events that you could grind a little bit or reworked content to earn pets and toys and things. Just nice things for the community to do to celebrate the history of the community. Move on to the 10th anniversary, and this is supposed to be the real significant anniversary, and it's WoW's 10th anniversary. So here we have, you had to log in between November 21st and 2014 and January 5th, 2015. The anniversary had a temporary tar and mill versus South Shore 40v40 battleground. If we remember, that was in Classic, that was a great place to do open world PvP because the graveyards were so close. Temporary raid finder style revamp of Molten Core. Oh, I remember that one. Okay, so I was working at Amazon at night for that. And the day it came out, I had called off work because, anniversary raid. And not like I wasn't going to be there for a few days, but I was like, I got to get in there. I got to get in there. I got to get in there. And so I'm working, I'm playing at it, right? And I'm having a great time. And at this point, I had graduated college. And so I'm doing some stuff. And I get in there and I queue into the LFR, and there was a bug. The bug would put you into an already completed LFR, and you could get the Corehound Chain Mount, which I have, Hate Spark the Tiny, which I have, and then the Flames of Ragnaros. I never got that. And then, of course, the Molten Corgi pet. And I have a shirt with Molten Corgi in my pocket. It's a really, really cool thing. But yeah, the 10th anniversary was fantastic. And of course, letter reading. Can you believe it's been 10 years? We wanted to thank you for joining us in celebration of our 10th anniversary of World of Warcraft with his adorable fiery fellow, plucked from the Fire Lord's litter, the WoW dev team. And again, that is absolutely fantastic. I thought that was great. And I am just, I love that. 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 So keep that in mind for those who care. This was an excellent thing, and I think this was a good template for events going forward, because here's the thing. If you've been playing this game for 10 years, you've ran Molten Core. You've probably ran Molten Core, let's say, at least 3 times. At least 3. I know I'm lowballing it intentionally, but to revamp stuff, to get people in there, especially to give, like, it may not be great gear, but it's current or whatever, or it's scaled down and then it's scaled up when you get out of the world. That's fine. Players like to have fun. There's so much of Azeroth to use that I really like the trend that they're going with the Mythic Plus seasons, where they'll do 4 new dungeons and revamp 4 old dungeons. Because what are you going to do with those dungeons outside of Mythic Plus or Time Walking, right? You might as well use them. They're already there. And that way, it's not the same 8 dungeons in the expansion. Now we will move on, of course, to the 11th anniversary in 2015. So WoW's 11th anniversary was earned by logging in between November 16th, 2015 and November 30th, 2015. Everyone will receive an anniversary gift, which contains an inflatable... See, now this is good. This is a good example, right? This is a good example here. Inflatable Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, exquisite costume Edwin Van Cleef, celebration wands, and a package. So that's at least, a couple of little toys and things to just play around with and have fun. And of course, when someone says, hey, did somebody mention Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? The meme, the community meme. So then we have the exquisite costume set where you can look like Edwin Van Cleef, and a few other little things to play around with and just interact in a casual, fun way with your player base. This is fantastic. This is a good idea. And again, it's not a big reward because they said that it was only going to be for major milestones. Your 5, your 10, your 15, your 20, so on and so forth. So this is real nice, little fun toys and things. At the end of the video, we're gonna look and see which ones I've been logged in for, because I'm on the same account that I've been on for a long time, and I play off and on. So I've not stayed subbed the entire time, because I believe when I'm not having fun with a game, I stop playing it, and I think that's a healthy attitude. But we'll see. So let's go to WoW's 12th anniversary. Here we have, it's between November 16th and November 30th, 2016. The anniversary gift now has 200 Time Warp badges, a letter from the Time Walker, and a celebration package. Now, this we see a shift, right, in trends. We see that now we're going to give you things that you can buy with these Time Warp badges, and we can just create a slew of things that if you've already farmed all those Time Warp badges from your time walking, then you can just buy everything and it's fine. And here's an extra little bit for whatever reason. And then, of course, the letter reading. Wow, yet another year has gone by for WoW. We wanted to thank you for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us. So here's an anniversary gift to go with your adventure. Simple. And it's not just the same text with nothing. You know, and those time warp badges can be used for a lot of things. I know 5,000 of them get you a mount. And there's a bunch of different mounts. So that's kind of nice. And the weekly time walking quest gives you 500. So there it is. That's like less than half of the weekly quest. But it's good stuff. We'll move on to WoW's 13th anniversary event. Here we have it between November 16th, 2017 and November 30th, 2017. Everyone who logged in received something here. It's slightly, so you got the celebration package, of course, the 200 more badges, a slightly more urgent letter from the Time Walkers, and, of course, letter from Time Walkers if not completed. And then, of course, there was an event there that you could get a time to reflect and the originals. And there were classic world bosses, Lord Kazakh, Azergos, and the Dragons of Nightmare. Oh, I remember that. I remember flying around getting those done. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a great deal. You know, you can get sunglasses. I believe that was, it was a cosmetic, and then costumes and things like that. It was good. But see, now you have bosses to kill, which will give you relevant loot for the time. And they believe they were once a day, if I remember correctly. I think they were still once a day back then. And you could pick up new cosmetics. And I like its bronze tinted sunglasses because you're looking back at anniversary times. Normally people look at better times and be like, oh, rose colored glasses, rose tinted glasses. And then of course there's a thing there that I hope they do more and more is new in 2017, an event that runs with the anniversary that allows players to earn items for transmogging that were removed years ago. I think that's perfect. I think they should always do stuff like that, and they should be fairly high drop rates for completionists. Now we'll move on to the 14th anniversary. We're starting to head into modern WoW at this point. So for the 14th anniversary, you get a feat of strength for November 16th, 2018 to November 30th, 2018. Everyone who logged in, of course, received the celebration package. We have our Time Warp badges and the letters. And then, of course, we have the event, which is Kazakh, Azergos, Dragons of Nightmare. And then you can get the Overtune Corgi goggles, which I remember picking up. I really enjoyed that a great deal. And this was during BFA. So for those familiar with Battle for Azeroth, that was an interesting one. I didn't really enjoy Battle for Azeroth all that much, but there were some fun times. So on to the 15th anniversary, a big one. So let's see here now as we're going through this. So it's November 5th, 2019 to January 7th, 2020. To celebrate the 15th anniversary, a collector's edition was released in November featuring a pen of WoW's 15th anniversary logo and made available at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019 and BlizzCon 2019. So let's take a look at the logo here real quick. Oh, doesn't that look wonderful? If you could do an old world type expansion, that looks really cool. It's got this little patina on it. Or almost like a sepia filter. So here we have again, what you get the Time Warp badges, celebration package, your Time Walking letters, an invitation from the Time Walkers, celebration fireworks, and of course, Little Nefarian. Nefarian was a raid boss, I believe, in Blackwing, not Blackwing Lair. Was it Blackwing Lair? I think it was Blackwing Lair. And then there was the announcement that they had from Kyvax, an actual community manager. But let's take a look at this anniversary. Where it was is, wow, yet another year has gone by for WoW. We wanted to thank you for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us. So here's an anniversary gift to go with your adventures. We hope you'll join us for a very special celebration in the Caverns of Time. And then you could get various items, the Alabaster Storm Talon, Alabaster Thunderwing, Stormpike Battle Ram, Frostwolf Snarler, Obsidian Worldbreaker, Little Nefarian, and then you could pick up a few other things there, like Sugary Soul Shard, Spellstone Delight, and then, of course, there was a Alderac Valley of Old. So what you could do is you could actually run an old-style Alderac Valley and get an achievement for doing that. So that was really cool. Then for 2020, we had WoW's 16th anniversary. So here we have, you just get some Time Warp badges and things like that. Not a whole lot going on, but we do have, they did add some announcements here. Celebrate 16 years of World of Warcraft with us. Log in now between November 22nd to earn your anniversary gift pack. gift badges. In addition, quest givers Historian Lior and Historian Yupa will have 2 daily quests that will give players a chance to earn additional badges by answering World of Warcraft trivia and defeating some familiar foes. There will be classic bosses to celebrate. It's been 16 years since we've opened the Gates of Azeroth. Some slightly updated abilities with bosses. Players level 30 and above can take on the bosses before. Then there's Return to Alterac Valley, new vendor items, and of course a thank you. So that's really nice. Again, I do want to mention this note was originally scheduled to run from the 16th to the 30th, but the delay of the Shadowlands expansion caused the event to be starting dates to be changed. This was the second time the anniversary event was not active for the day of the anniversary itself, with the 6th anniversary being in 2010. Ultimately, I don't think players minded as long as, you log in, I get my achievement, I do my stuff, I have my fun. It's all good. And for a mid, milestone anniversary event, I think it's perfectly fine. So then we go to the 17th anniversary. Here we have, again, it's Feat of Strength. You have the Time Warp Badge, Celebration Package, Celebration Firework. Same letter. I'm not going to read the same letter. But here you could actually get a few extra items, which was the Timeless Mechanical Dragonling. You could get the Doomwalkin' is Kamanak'n, which was the Doomwalker world boss, which you could fight in the war. It was a boss you could fight in Warfronts. Really like that in the Warfront area when you didn't control it. Then you could get the Illidari Doomhawk, Doomwalker Trophy Stand, Akama's Edge, a few various other cosmetic items as there. And it was absolutely fantastic. That was in Shadowlands. So now we're heading into Dragonflight. So let's take a look here. WoW's 18th anniversary in 2022. And of course, they had the Time Warp Badge. And that was still in Shadowlands. So nothing really but the Time Warp Badge. And of course, November 6th through the 27th. So now we are officially in the most recent anniversary, which is the 19th. And here we have it, World of Warcraft's 19th anniversary. Now, I just logged in here, got the 19th anniversary, right? As you can see, it's really cool, little feat of strength. And I said at the end of the video, I would show, which ones I've had. And, it's weird, I'm looking at this, right? We look at feats of strengths and, I guess, events. Right, we've got the 19th, the 18th, the 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th, 8th, 10th. I've been. This is not the first account I've had. I believe before then I had some. Get rid of some things, sell some things, lost accounts, stuff like that. It's not important how that happened, but my original NIM account is not around anymore. Either way, though, we are enjoying a lot of this, and as you can see, this is the 2019. So I've got a mail from the WoW dev team. So let's take a look here. Anniversary gift. Yet another year has gone by for WoW. We've wanted to continue to thank you for playing World of Warcraft. Here's an adventure. While wrapping this gift, we found you a little friend who wanted to join you. Be careful. All right, let's take a look. And there's a celebration in the Caverns of Time. So we'll take a look at that. So let's open this bad boy up. See what we got. Probably nothing crazy. Let's see. Looks like, oh, hey, little Frostwing. Okay, new pet. All right, we always like a new pet. Hey, is that an achievement? It's an achievement. Little feat of strength there. All right, that's cool. A bow and the Return to Darkness and all these things are great. I love. Wow, I have a lot. I have a lot of these little promotional things. Oh, well, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Anyways, so that's that. So let's head to the let's pick up the Timely Invasion, and let's head to the Caverns of Time, right? Because part of the anniversary event is not just having a fun time and enjoying things as best you can. It's also looking at seeing what happens, right? Seeing what the events are. So let's head to the Caverns of Time. As a small side note, this is the morning. I recorded the rest of the video yesterday. This is the morning after, or I guess technically early afternoon after, and last night we killed Frock and Heroic Ignia and Volcross. So now we're 9 of 9 normal and 3 of 9 heroic. So that's pretty cool. Next week, hopefully we're putting some progress on the council because that trinket is basically BIS for 90% of our raid. So hopefully people get it. If not, okay, whatever. Honestly, I'm looking forward to getting that heroic weapon and then upgrading it because that will be really, really nice. And then I did finish that, so we ended up with a 476 Signet of Titanic Insight. So, yay to me. Let's go to the Caverns of Time, because that's where all the new stuff is. And the old portal room is okay. The new portal room, for season 3, needs to be the model going forward. It's really, really good. But let's take a look here. Pull up the old boulder holler, and see what we got. I wonder if there's something out. Doomwalker? The hell is Doomwalker doing here? The actual hell is Doomwalker doing here? Oh, that's right. Event. It's just kind of a respawning world boss. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we'll kill him. Oh, this is not good. Taking a lot of damage, and he's dead. Ooh, I just got him out. What's up? Look at that. Azure World Chiller and Barrel Blade Long Right. Wow, that gave me a 441 weapon. Okay, guess you're just gonna give me a 441 weapon. Like if I didn't already have a nice 463, and actually that long rifle is super good. Crit haste, not as good as haste mastery, but you know, not bad. All right, let's fly. And here we see the Revelers of Time. So they did this the last anniversary. They, brought things down to the Caverns of Time. You get to explore and see extra events and such. It's really cool. I like it. I recommend it highly. They've got all the banners. And again, this is meant to be a celebration of all the things in World of Warcraft, right? Have a fun time. Fireworks, parties, little snacks. Everything's great. So just keep that in mind. But that was cool. I can't believe it. Walk up, kill a boss, get a critical transmog, and a new mount. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm so good with that. All right, here we have the Wardens of Time. Oh, here we go. A quest. And they added a dismounting aura. That's perfect. So, a timely invasion. Yep. Let's see. Tomb Walking has come a knockin'. And the Soldier of Time. Oh, I can do Korak's Revenge. Okay, so they brought back Alterac Valley. Now, I don't like to PvP at all, but Alterac Valley is a fun one to do. It's a really fun one to do. There's Echo of Algalon, Wardens of Time, various other things. I think there's some merchants over here. Oh, the display Scarab Gong from Ankarai. Oh, let's ring the Scarab Gong. I want to ring the Scarab Gong. Oh, I think I turned my sound effects down because DBM had some fun there. Let's go to. Okay, nothing. It's not gonna ring. That's all right. And so looks like we've got timely trinkets, extra little Mists of Pandaria, Chrono Crystals, so you can see cinematics, Time Walkers. Let's see what this historian has. So I can pick up a whole bunch of extra stuff here if I really wanted to. I've already got that. I've got that. I've got the Corgi Pup. I don't need that. I don't have the Crafted Cloak of War. I don't have the Bronten Sunglasses. That's got charges. I don't buy temporary things. So we'll buy the Crafted Cloak of War and the Bronten Sunglasses. There it is. That's simple enough. We got both of those. So now I should be able to add all of that. Oh, and there's my all experience. Ooh, really? All experience and reputation. Well, I am going to do a test here to see if that works. So I've used that. So if I go to this should give me 2,500 rep, right? But with 19% more, let's see how it goes. Oh, it works. It works. Let's go. It works. That was 2975. Oh, it works. It works. It works. It works. It works on Dream Wardens. So I am okay with that. And then I think I'll gain learn that. Thought I had another rep item. Could have sworn I had another rep item. I did. Here we go. Ember of Frack. So let's just do that. And now, Renown 12. Heck yeah. So I got more. I can carry more Dream Fruit. So we look here. It looks like I can carry more Dream Fruit. So keep that in mind. If you have rep tokens, now would be the time to use them, because that 19% is no joke. So yeah, I've just unlocked. I've unlocked Bloom Efficiency, Flight Stones, Drake, Dreaming Crests. Fantastico, which should be useful for upgrading various things. Let's talk to this historian and see what we got. Time to reflect. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. Let's do a little quest here. Okay. Which species is the succubus? Shivara? Oh, incorrect. Okay. Looks like I'm not a lore master. Let's see. What is the name of the bridge? Thandlespan. Yay, I got it. Okay, perfect. As you can see, not a lore master, but we do our best here. Though I didn't know though, to be fair, is that really correct? Because I knew the name of the bridge that connects two areas that haven't really been used since, like, vanilla World of Warcraft. So, maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Let's take that. I'll take those 5 Time Warp badges. Thank you. The original. Ooh, here we go. Yes, I cannot wait. Let's give this a shot. We'll do that. We'll do that. We're not going to do that in the video right now. There's Leroy Jenkins. Tell me you're selling chicken. Oh, you're selling chicken. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Leroy Jenkins. They did a lot with that. And then, of course, we have some more various other people here. Winston and Arlo and all this stuff. Honestly, you know what? I like this. I like that there's stuff to do, but it's not so much that you're going to miss that it's a problem. So I'm a fan of that. I think we can fly back up and see about Doom Wonker turning in that quest. But as you can see, that's the 19th anniversary event. And this is pretty much for the since I believe like 2016, 2017, this has been kind of the go-to standard for let's say non-serious years, right? Non-major milestones. So your 5, 10, 15, 20, stuff like that. So your off year ones. And there's so many things. There's Keepers of Time Quartermaster. So if you wanted to, that's where that moved off to. Okay, I was curious. Curiouser and curiouser. But yes, so far, honestly, guys, tell me what you think about all the anniversary events and everything for World of Warcraft. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like and a comment and subscription, all that stuff that YouTube tells me you should do, because we're trying to grow the channel, and I do my best to create positive WoW content. And if it's not explicitly positive, then it's constructive criticism, because too many people are just negative clickbaiting, and just I think that's wrong. This is one of my favorite games that I've ever played, and while it's not always been perfect, and in fact never been perfect, it's sometimes been at least enjoyable enough for me to keep playing. That's why I play it. Anyways, my name is Nim, and I hope the mount that you're farming drops on the first kill. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.